What's up, witches? Welcome to everyone. I'm Luna. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome back to all my regulars. Mwah! Darcy, you're here. I'm so happy. And Laura, you're here. I'm so happy. And Roxanne and Stephanie, hi, everybody. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Congratulations on a wonderful day. Particularly for Ohio, but also for just the US in general. It is a good day. Oh yes, see, looky. You know what this is? You know what this is? This is my Ohio voted. I am so glad they changed them. They used to have stickers, you know, the I Heart voting. But then they changed the heart to Ohio, the state of Ohio, so it was I Ohio voting. What does that mean? So this is Ohio voted. And it is Ohio now because not only did young women and older women and wonderful men turn out in droves to put an amendment on our Constitution guaranteeing the right to reproductive health care and including abortion for every woman. It's miraculous. So not only did we win that massive victory, they tried. So those of you who are not in Ohio, they tried in August, where last year they passed a rule in the Ohio House saying that there would be no special elections, no more special elections in August. We can't have special elections. And then the next August, they had a special election to try to pass a law that said that it would require a 60% majority to make any amendment to the Constitution. And of course, they put that in really confusing language. So, and they out and out lied in ads about what we were actually voting on. So that was soundly defeated. And so we got the amendment put up. And once again, they flat out lied to people about what the amendment said. And thank God for social media. Thank the goddess that we can put things on blast and we can network. And we can join together at this level. Thank the goddess, because we did and didn't fall for it. And it was beaten decisively. Or I mean, it was approved. This amendment to the Constitution was approved decisively by like 10 points, or was it 5? I can't remember. But it was decisive. It wasn't even close. And along with that, we legalized marijuana. We legalized cannabis. So what I expect to follow in the heels of that is how we're going to let all the people that were imprisoned for it out. You know, if that's their only crime, they're out. And then, unfortunately, you know, here's the thing. Because the right has lost their hot button emotional issue that, you know, they would rally their base around. They have to go for something else. And I'm afraid that the LGBTQ community is stepping up to the chopping block. But we've done it once, we can do it again. We will keep voting our asses off until everyone has rights. Everyone has the rights that they own. People come in with rights. It's not something somebody else can give to them. So anyway, it's a good day. It's a good day in Ohio. I just saw a thing go on Facebook. It was a young woman and it said, we're taking our thoughts and prayers to the ballot box. And they did. And I hope that young people are feeling their power when they show up in droves. I'm not talking super young people, millennials. Millennials are not children. You know, they're full on adults. That adult group and the Zoomers are feeling it. We show up, we vote, and there's droves of them. So anyway, congratulations. And other historic things. Rhode Island has their first Black House representative in history. In Iowa, so there's a group called Moms for Liberty that is a far-right MAGA group that is trying to get in on school boards to start banning books and, all that fun stuff. And in Iowa, deep red Iowa, 13 out of 14 Moms for Liberty people that were running for school boards were defeated, and ones that were already on school boards were kicked out. So there is hope. There's hope in numbers. It shows you. And the thing is, when you're thinking about presidential stuff, don't listen to the polls. Forget polls. They are invalid. They are not valid at all whatsoever. So just look what happens when people need to turn up, and they do. Okay, so hi, Tavia. Welcome. Congratulations, Ohio. Oh my goodness, they purged. Oh, it was way more than that. I thought it was like 26,000. It was Heather Cox Richardson I was reading this morning. I thought they said it was like way more than that. So yeah, they tried everything they could try. Hi, Tana. Welcome, my dear. Welcome, Marcy. Hi. Yes, happy Wednesday. Taylor Swift motivated a mass of younger people to vote. Hell yes. So I'm feeling so much more hopeful today, so much more hopeful. And I hope you are too. And so, prayers and prayers and prayers of gratitude going out. We still have so much to do, so many issues, but, just let's allow ourselves this victory and this joy, and keep it going. All right. How's everybody doing otherwise? Yeah, so 26,000. They purged 26,000 people from the voter rolls. What else is going on? I don't even know, but here we are. So let's do a thing. See, my candles are back. This is my bee. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I mean, beeswax burns so slowly. That's what's wonderful about it. But it's so great to have an actual candle burning here again, because beeswax I can do. I cannot do paraffin. It's coal tar, and I've got a soy candle burning back on the altar there. So that I think I can do too. I burnt that one before and it's been good. So yay, candles. All right. Well, let's do a grounding. What do you think? Let's do a blessing first. So here's an exciting thing for me. I don't know if you'll think it is. My husband, I had been looking for blue tip matches, for Strike Anywhere matches for a long time, and I just couldn't find them. And he found them at the grocery store, Diamond, but they are green tip matches now. So I can actually use matches instead of butane, and it's wonderful. Although I had a moment after I lit my candle where it's like, what am I going to do with this match? So oh, I offer you this sacred smoke to cleanse away all of, the choice has been made. So the other option, the thing not chosen, can be cleaned and cleared away. May the sacred smoke and the powers of air and fire purify the air and charge our vision. Charge our vision, our action, our choice. Choice is what it's all about. The old harm none thing, harm none, do as you will. One of the filters I've always run harm through is, who does this affect, and does it take away their choice? What choices does it take away? And then I offer this ocean water with prayers to the oceans of this planet and all the waterways for their health and healing, and by the powers of water and earth. May we be blessed and made whole. By the sound of the bell, may all negativity be cleared from this space. All of the anxiety, everything that we've been carrying, coming up to this decision, to these decisions as they happen around the world, may they be cleared. Once the decisions are made, we clear, clear, clear. And may our minds be focused. Let everything else fall away so you can be here and present. And with the third ringing of the bell, may the Spirit come in. And guides and guardians, allies and ancestors, all those who support us and carry us through, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, my team, for my increasing good health. And for the messages that you bring tonight, thank you. I offer you this fresh water. I offer you the fire of Azrael, and I welcome you in perfect love and perfect trust. As always, wait, I gotta scooch. I can only get so close. All right, so let's kick back onto the surface that you're on, the chair, the couch, the bed, wherever you are. Just sink down in. I'm going to take myself out the picture for a minute here. Okay. So allow yourself to sink down. Feel gravity and surrender yourself to gravity. Surrender your body. You can't fight gravity. It's there. It takes a lot of energy to try to fight it, but we don't need to. We can allow it to embrace us and allow it to pull out of us any tension or anything that we have in our body that we don't need to be carrying with us. Tension, stiffness, pain, trauma, fear, anger, sadness. Just let gravity pull it out of your body. And as it does, you can feel your body becoming lighter and more relaxed. Muscles softening and softening. Everything breathing. Your skin is breathing. When you take a breath in, it comes in through every pore. And when you exhale, it goes out the same way. And just stay with that image for a few breaths. And now as you feel your muscles just melt, put your attention at the base of your spine and allow a root or a cord to go down from that place. Down, down, down into the earth. And as it goes down, you feel your body relax even more. And now anything internal that you really need to let go of that didn't go the first time, let it pour down that root into the earth. This is compost. There's nothing that you can return to the earth that didn't come from her in the first place. She says, come on, give it up, better out than in. And she will take it to her and she will purify it and it will feed new growth. All of that happens deep down in the blackness of the earth. And from that blackness, from that substantial void, you feel earth energy beginning to rise. And it comes shooting and spiraling and swirling up that root, and you feel it touch your physical body and come flooding in, down your legs. Feel the tingles. And filling up your pelvis and filling up your lower belly and lower back. Rising, rising. past your diaphragm, up into your rib cage. Feel it front and back. Everything expands. This energy comes up and creates space between all of the cells, all of the atoms in your body as it rises up past your shoulder blades into your shoulders and rushes down your arms. Feel your fingertips light up into your neck, up into your head. And just watch it pouring in and swirling. And watch it sparkling green and gold. Surrender to this. The energy knows where to go. It's at home inside your body. You are made of earth. This is the animating force of your body and your cells. This is what keeps your heart beating, what makes your muscles flex and stretch, what makes your lungs breathe. And now in the next exhale, exhale fully. And with a deep breath in, pull that energy up. Super bright and intense, and release only the breath. And let's do that again. Up, releasing only the breath. And a third time. So bright and alive, and breathe it out through the crown. Observe it as it shoots out the top of your head and down all around you. Look at this beautiful home it's making for you in this sphere, this egg, this wonderful fluid shape. All around you, plenty of room for your entire body to stretch out in every direction. It flows down, touches the earth. Flows down, touches your cord. So safe here. You can let your defenses down now. You can unbunch your shoulders if you still are holding on to some there. You are safe, you are protected. This beautiful space that you're in magnifies all of the love that you feel. And now reaching up through the crown of the head, all we have to do is widen that a little bit, and the cosmic energy comes pouring in. This is the energy of consciousness, spirit, and soul. Earth energy animates the body, the tissues, the substance of earth. Space energy is your very consciousness. Feel it pouring down into your body, joining with the earth energy. Blue and silver joining with green and gold, spinning, spinning, swirling, flashing and sparkling and touching every single cell in your body. And every cell is energized, grounded, relaxed, spacious, alive, and aware. And let the cosmic energy flow down that grounding cord a little bit until it reaches the edge of the sphere. Let it rise up the outside. You are protected by earth. You are protected by spirit. Everything you do here is for healing, magnifying the love, magnifying awareness, magnifying your very spirit. Everything that happens inside of this circle, this sphere, is lifted to its highest level, its highest vibration. Feel your frequency rise, and all your cells and atoms just begin to buzz with this frequency. Remember that this keeps flowing through you, up from the earth and back down around the outside, down from the cosmos, and up around the outside. So it's a constant flow. You're in no danger of taking too much. And the only danger of overstimulation is if we forget to ground at the end, but we won't forget. So for now, just feel so good and alive and relaxed in this space. And in our next inhale, take a nice full breath. And when you exhale, push out a layer. Just watch just a layer of that sphere expand out and watch it connect with all the other spheres. And you feel your tingliness get even stronger. This is a network of souls, a network of healers, a network of sensitives and empaths, and a network of warriors and goddesses. We have work to do, and the work is being done. Invite into this space all of your personal connections, your guides, your guardians, your goddesses and gods, all of the beings that are watching us. We thank you for being here. And now bring your attention back to the space. Open your eyes. You might want to wiggle toes and fingers. Come on back and let's meet our decks. Wasn't sure I was going to get myself back there. Okay, everybody. Let me catch up with anyone that's come in. Yeah, before Roxanne said happy blue wave, you know, I think 2024 is going to be something the like of which we've never seen as far as blue wave. Hi, Ellen Marie. Welcome, dear. Dana. Hello, James. Where's James? I don't see James. Hello, James. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling back because Laura said, hello, James, and I don't see a James. Okay, may the smoke cleanse every memory. Yes. Oh, how nice. Que nos limpie el humo sagrado cada recuerdo. That's beautiful, Tana. Thank you. I love your contributions back. Welcome, baby. Robin's reflections. Welcome, Robin. Yes, Marcy, I was thinking of you when it came into my head, and I will tell you, these decks came boom, 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 boom. I gave like no thought. So I'm looking forward to it. It looks like a pretty mighty set, to tell you the truth. First, we have The Sacred Rebels by Alana Fairchild and Autumn Sky Morrison. That's a Blue Angel deck. I guess I can put my matches away. Then, yes, we have the Mighty, Mighty Voyager. And this is, I always have to look. Wanless, I cannot remember his name. James Wanless, PhD, and Ken Knutson, artist. My deck that, it has such an interesting smell. The smell hasn't changed over the decades that I've had it. Kind of plasticky, very strange. And this one is one, surprisingly, that I don't bring out often, but boy, she wanted to come tonight. Barbara Walker Tarot. Oh, and as I was kind of asking the decks what they wanted to bring tonight, Sacred Rebels came up with Free from Judgment, Free to Love. Is that on the money or what? Voyager came up with Death. Yes, we're still in Samhain season. Barbara Walker came with Atargatis, and look at her. Look at her. I did not, yay, look at that. So there's the vagina dentata. You know, the image of the scariest woman imaginable. One who has choice over her own body. Okay, then we have the Star Tarot. I'll just get the book here. This is Kathy McClelland. fabulous, fabulous deck, and it's in an odd part of the shelf, so I don't see it and think about it. But ooh, it's such a hopeful deck. I felt it needed to be here tonight. Then we have The Divine Feminine by Megan Watterson and Lisbeth Cheever Jessamine. And then The Witch's Oracle. This is actually the first one that popped up. Sally Morningstar, illustrated by Danuta Mayer. So, all right. Oh, my Spanish is not, I don't speak Spanish at all, but I have an ear for language. It's kind of one of my autistic things I love language. I do speak a little bit of French and a little bit of Japanese. But I love the sound of language, and I'm a good mimic. So, all right. Oh, okay. Means to the root. Okay. Oh, hi, Envy. Welcome, my dear. Luna's lives are comforting and energized. Thank you so much, honey. So much fun. James Finicchio, why are you not showing up in my chat, James? That's very strange. All right. And Darcy, I know, when that deck came up, it's like, oh, Darcy better be here tonight. All right, here we go. Let's get the Astro dice. What message do you have for us today? But you know what? I'm missing Samantha. I think she's napping. I hope she comes. I hope she wakes up and comes. Let's send a call out to her, you guys. Samantha, we miss you, not just for your cookies and tea. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Mars and Sagittarius in the 4th house. So 4th house is in the domestic realm. It is real estate, but it is your home front. And, not just physically, but emotionally as well. It's the natural home of the sign Cancer. So think about that. Homemakers, the people that nurture, and the place that nurtures you, the space in your life, the physical space in your life that nurtures you. Mars in Sagittarius is no holds barred. It's bring everything you got, and it's expansive. Mars in Sagittarius can talk about partying your ass off. It can be exceptionally competitive, but in a very good natured way. How interesting. So activity on the home front, lots of activity and motivation to expand the home front, to bring in joy, to, we're heading towards Sag season. So bring in the joy of Sagittarius season of, getting together with people, of celebration and all of that there. Well, and, I'm so curious what the experience must be like if you grow up in the far, in the temperate zones of the Southern Hemisphere. Because, I'm sure it makes just as much sense to you, but it's like when we go into this dark part of the year is when we really start, inviting people over to our homes and doing things inside and decorating inside and, with candles and lights and, to help us weather the dark. But yeah, I think it's just a lot of motivation and energy to be jovial, to be Sagittarius is so open-minded, welcoming, understanding, curious. Sagittarius is about curiosity about things that are foreign, things that I know nothing about, global issues. So again, talking about our global home. Mars can be talking about the upset and the upheaval and the war that's going on in our global home right now. I saw a flag today and it was too damn expensive, so I didn't buy it, but it just says, abide no hatred on it. And it's a pride flag. And I want one of those, but then I want one that says maybe abide in love, because the negative kind of gets me. At any rate, okay, now looking for Tavia. Here we go. Hi, Willowell. Welcome, my dear. Yeah, can anybody else see James? Because it is weird. I mean, I have the thing set that you have to be subscribed for at least 1 minute in order to participate in the chat. So maybe, Laura, you're connected with him in another way? You know, subscribe to your channel or something so that you can see him. But James, if you're, none of else can see you, but if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and we'll see what happens. Yeah, it is weird. Okay, Tavia, the fourth is rest, recuperating, restoration. Okay. The place where we are nurtured. Yes. All right, thanks for that. Breakdowns. Mars can take a break in society and cook and feather the nest. Sagittarius is an abundant home. Yes, absolutely. Activity in the home, sharing, spreading abundance, spreading joy, nurturing, nurturing each other, you know, all that. All right, cool. Thank you as always, Tia. He's in the room. Oh, me, I see. I can't see him either. James, check in and say something, bud. Say something else so we can see you. Oh. Don't know. How interesting. Well, anyway, I'll let you guys keep an eye on James and see what's going on there. Let's get to the decks. Who wants to come up first? Number 3. So that's Barbara Walker. Woo-bee, we're coming out swinging. So yeah, back to, you know, pulling our attention in from the outside world for a little bit and just really getting expansive and generous as far as taking care of our home front, spend a lot of, yeah, and for me personally, I'm finally feeling, you know, the energy to be able to do some cleaning and stuff. Because of my shoulders, I can't do much, but, you know, the will is there, so. Chocolate muffin! Yay! Welcome! You have to choose live chat instead of top chat. Ah! I hate that. There's James! Wow. Yes, we can see you now. Thank you for the lesson. Thank you, Chocolate Muffin. You have solved our problem. Yes, others can see me now. Grr. You are revealed. There is no place to hide. Okay, here we go. Hi, Emmy Cupcakes. Damn it. All right, you guys. We are a fun group. We certainly are. Okay. What do you have to tell us? All right, they're saying slow down. The moon, the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Five of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So we have a new physical beginning here, and the moon does talk about interior, you know, inside. So when we get so externally focused that, you know, our internals can be kind of on a starvation diet. We take care of ourselves just to sort of, you know, deal with the stress day to day. But now is time to really go inside and see do a check-in. How we doing? How am I doing? Because we need to start something in the physical to take care of this, you know, starvation diet that we have ourselves on as far as relaxation and care. And, you know, I say this as I watch myself day after day after day, not doing my binaural beat meditations, my Kelly Howell meditations. I know what'll happen when I do it. I know what happens. I know I need it. And I watch myself not doing it day after day. This says, buck stops, time to do it. Because if we don't, then the stuff that's hiding in there, the moon, can kind of pop up and get us, right? But the Five of Pentacles here, I just have this sense of, you know, we've been so gutted. We have been brutalized. Women in general, anyone that is not an old balding white dude has been brutalized by our culture and by politicians and by really seeing how vile, how very vile and violent and hateful, actively hateful, sorry, I'm pulling my socks up. Okay. Sorry. We've seen this. They've shown us, and it hurts. It hurts to know that there's that much hate. So we have something to fill here. And here's Elaine, the Princess of Cups. Okay. This is that self-care. So daily getting that, egg around you. I mean, you can come back to these lives, like save this video or something. When we have a particularly good grounding meditation, come back to it on a daily basis and listen to it and do your grounding, get your protection around you so that, again, that observe, don't absorb. You can really observe what's going on. I'll tell you what shifted in a major way for me today. Suddenly today, I don't give a shit what's going on with Trump. And, there's another reason for that. It's because he keeps committing to crimes under oath. And once the civil thing's done, I think she's going to bring... Anyway, it's like they're taken care of. We have taken care of the stuff that it's in our hands to take care of. And they're taking, the prosecutors are taking care of him. So now I can pay attention to myself. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Time to turn things around. This too shall pass. Seasonal change. This hatred can only go on for a season. It too has to go through the cycles. Holy shit. And then we got Ten of Swords here. So once again, the cards are saying here, all right, before we get too happy, we're still in the middle of it. We still have atrocities going on in Ukraine and in Gaza and in many, many, many other places. We still have this active hatred happening. So we are in that death season, and Ten of Swords here can say, the things that are running out of steam, running out of camouflage, are coming to their end. They are coming to their end. And it's kind of reassuring that we've got the Ten of Swords down here and the Ace of Pentacles up here, because it says everything that dies is reborn in a new form. And that's where we come in, imagining that new form, putting that vibe into the air. So it makes it much more likely when these new forms are sprouting at an energetic level that they may be shaped by the things we're putting out there. Thank you for that. Whew. And the Moon and Princess of Cups, this is psychic. It's just getting more and more pronounced. So it's also much more vital that we do keep our protection up around us. Interesting. I mean, this side and this side. The poverty, being out in the cold, being left out in the cold, this is changing. This will be gone. Things that are hidden are going to be coming out. There's still more hidden than is revealed, but we're tapped into it. We know it's there, and we're going to watch this go, the bad parts, right? Right. Wow. Okay. Okay, Barbara. It's such a feminist deck. All right, let me catch up with everyone. Cupcakes and muffins in the chat. See what happens when Samantha's not here. She wasn't here with her cosmic snickerdoodles. So we got to have our muffins and cupcakes elsewhere. Tana, focusing is becoming difficult for me with the influence of Scorpio. I'm an Aries. Yeah, it's hard because we're inundated. There's so much going on. So you have to claim those times for you. You have to claim that nurturing space, that fourth house time. Nobody's going to hand it to you. It's like a mom with little kids. They're not going to say, hey, mom, time for you to have a break. You go have a break now. Mom has to claim it because ain't nobody going to give it to her. Okay. Pluto's last blast in Capricorn. That's right. Oh, that's right, Tavia. Oh, my God. It is, and we see this. We're seeing this old patriarchy with its back up against the wall. And what happens is it gets violent. It gets more violent. It lashes out. It's, it's desperation. So, yeah. Okay. It will spew anything not dealt with. The dregs are foul. Yes, they are, Tavia. Yeah, this is the bottom of the swamp. Have you ever smelled a swamp? Oh, man. Such a roller coaster, yes. Oh, my gosh. So what was I going to say here? Okay, so just some levity. I found a new trend on TikTok that I'm just absolutely loving, and it's called Guess My Fart. Speaking of the swamp, swamp gas, and people will, ask a roommate or their, significant other or something, guess my fart. And then they go, and then the person farts and they see if they match. And it's just absolutely harmless fun and a joy. All right, who's up next year? Number 6. Oops. All right, here's the Witch's Oracle. All right. All right, I shuffled everybody really well beforehand, so. Oh, and I forget what this one was showing. Oh, well. Too late now. All right, there's number 1. The cord initiation. Okay. So cord magic is a really fascinating thing to do. Cords are a wonderful symbol. The one we know of most is the hand fasting cord. And my hand fasting cord is hanging on the wall. Which side is it? It's on that side, which means, yeah, towards the door. So that right there is our hand fasting cord hanging above the altar. And see the like the DNA spirals here. When I do hand fastings, the couple hold hands like this, and their arms create the infinity symbol. And then you wrap that cord around and you tie it in a square knot. And it symbolizes creating that blood tie where there is no blood tie. So it's a symbolic blood tie that binds you. But cords can be used just to bind a spell, to bind a candle. You can bind things with an energetic cord. I was part of a healing ritual once that was wonderful. And, most of of course, nearly all of the group rituals that I've done have been my rituals because I wasn't part of a coven or group or anything for very long that I wasn't running. But this was a wonderful healing thing. And we had the woman that we were healing, we took this cord and kind of crisscrossed it over her, so it was like an infinity sign across her body. And then each of us brought our own cord and tied it onto hers. And then we sat in the circle, and as we were sending energy, you just literally took your hand and whooshed it down the cord, and it was just an amazing thing. So you can do great. You can use, I have my initiation cord. It hangs in my closet. I've used it to make a circle, to make a sacred space. I use it, whenever I'm doing big rituals, but it's all about connections. And this cord, though, says initiation. And initiation means that you're finally getting started. It's time to finally get going. And so initiation can be a tough time. It's not like, oh, I graduated and it's big time for celebration. Initiation means, oh shit, I finally see the job that's in front of me. And now I can actually start on a conscious level. So it is leveling up. It's going and finally seeing the new landscape. And at the same time, you're hit with like, oh, wow, here's, what is I'm called to do now. And then we have spiral. And then we have mirror, attraction, perception. Okay, wait, I see a lot of messages going by. I want to see. Hi, Circular Pixels. Patriarchy with its back against the wall. Yep. Those fart bits, yes. I know, they're great. Yes, Laura, we can see Circular Pixels. Thank you for asking. Yes, this is the Witch's Oracle deck. Okay, I have again the chat in not spam. I can see now. Okay, yay! They've been good. You've only missed one, Circular Pixels. This is only our second, well, the second one after the Astro Dice. Okay. So, spiral. And a spiral kind of relates back to the initiation cord because, wait a minute, I need to come back here for a second. Because the cord is a symbol of the level that you're on. Think about like martial arts and the belt colors and things like that. So an initiation cord is something you wear in ritual, group ritual, and it signifies what level you're on. So, you know, we think about maybe the outward manifestation of where we really are inwardly. Then the spiral talks about, you know, it's not a circle. It doesn't hook up at the end. It levels up at the end. So we go around these cycles, but with each one, when we come back to the starting point, we level up. These two are just hand in hand here. And then mirror is perception. So our level depends on our perception. You know, I just heard, back when I was doing Tara dance practice with my mentor there, they did a children's practice, a green Tara practice. And when they were talking about the Lion of Pride, it was Tara tames the 8 fears, and one of them is lions. And there was a little thing that they said, and it was like, there's always someone better than you, so what? There's always someone not as good as you, so what? So when you're comparing, it's all your perspective and your perception. You know, if someone seems to be beneath you, it's only because of the way you're looking. So, and it's also just to call into question, why are we comparing? Why do we compare each other? And that's a toxic patriarchy thing, because we want to see who's good and who's bad, who's right and who's wrong. This comes out of the patriarchal religions. You know, that hotbed in the Middle East, hotbed of violence, and the religion it came out of with a really super jealous God with no wife. You wonder why he's so pissed off all the time and looking in everybody's bedrooms? Yeah. So coming out of that and this apocalyptic religion, I've been seeing things, you know, go by about this too. Don't let people run things whose religion is waiting for the end of the world, you know? So these religions that are black and white, and you're either chosen or not chosen, you're either righteous or wrong, you know, good or evil. And it's constant comparison. I'm in or I'm out. So the spiral says, no, it's not a line. It's around and around and around. And the level that you're on just depends on the level everybody else is on. It's all perception. It's all perception. Then we have growth. I was going to say I could get lost there for a while, so I'm going to move on. Growth and cleansing. Here we go. And that 10 of Swords too is cleansing. So we are spiraling through the wheel and we're leveling up. We are growing, and it's time to get some things cleansed. And it's only your perception that tells you what's right and wrong. And it's up to you to decide for your life what's right and wrong. Your perception does matter in your life and can guide you to what you need to cleanse out. And then patterns. Ooh, spiral and patterns. So humanity goes through these patterns over and over and over and over and over again. We have the advantage of everybody that lives in a place with electricity has access, or, with a library. And I know there are people that don't, but has access to look back in history and be able to see the patterns. We're not just stuck looking at only where we are in this time and place. We can look at the long patterns, and we can know every time we have fallen into these deep places, we've come back out again. And the time we're living in allows it to happen faster, which is harder. Getting pushed through changes like we're going through the Play-Doh Fun Factory life. So we need to look at the patterns in our lives, recognize what's coming in, what's going out, recognize where we've grown. Initiation cord here says we can look at our accomplishments and what is the outward manifestation of that. How do I wear those? Check your perceptions and bring things back to the spiral, not the line, the spiral. We're all traveling that spiral pattern. We're all in it together. There's the web. And that's the good news. We're all connected. So what we do together with our increased consciousness multiplies. Okay. Next. We already did number 3. We already did number 6. Okay. I had to switch dice earlier when I was asking what order they wanted to be in, because after I got the first 3, I could get no other numbers but those first 3. Okay. What's next? 3. Now, come on now. Perspective and perception. That's right, Tana. They are 2 different things. Avoid divisions in the eternal war of good guys and bad guys. That's right. I like good gays. You have good gays and bad guys. Yeah. Oh, Chocolate Muffin saw it too. Yes. No, you put gays instead of guys. Oh, you did not. You did not insult anybody. Good gays. It was funny because gays are good. We like the gays. Okay. And there's 6 again. All right. Can I have, please, either 1, 2, or 4, or 5? 5. Thank you, darling. Maybe you just didn't know the rules, being new and all. Teach my die. Now. Yes, Tana, it was a typo and it was cute. It was funny. Okay. Willow Owl says, I find that religion distorts faith. Yes, they are 2 entirely different things. I like the way you said that. Following Spirit's prompts enables true growth. And what Spirit? It's the indwelling. It's your consciousness, which breeds your conscience. When we listen to our consciousness, our conscience can speak and tell us right from wrong. Okay. Diana. Queen of the wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. White buffalo calf woman. There have been white buffalo calves being born. Lots of them lately. White stags. There are omens. There are omen animals that are showing up. Come on, darling. Come. Marguerite Porret, the mystic of divine love. Love is divine, and I am nothing except love. Okay, White Buffalo Calf Woman says, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. Gosh, what message are we getting here? Love, love, love. The natural world, the animals, your heart, your consciousness, your wisdom heart, your own heart full of love is your guiding star. Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of the Interior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. Think of that Queen of Cups, or that Princess of Cups right here. That's her. And Diana's the moon. And what was here? It was the Ace of Pentacles, White Buffalo Calf Woman. Interesting. And Saraswati. Ah, welcome. Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. So we start here with just love of the natural world, the wildness, connecting with our individual heart and the path that we are treading, guided by that heart, the recognition that it's not just earthly love in me, it is divine love. I am divine love. And then what do we do with it here? We go into the interior life and find that presence inside, and then we start to create from it. Saraswati, the goddess of music and poetry and song. And at the end, oh, I remember who came out. No, I think it was another deck that I was asking. Freya came out of another deck, but here's Freya, the goddess of discernment. I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. So, okay. I mean, I don't have to really go into these, do I? These are just the goddess vibrations that are coming up. Love, love, and love. Going into that deep interior world, connecting out at the cosmic level, but then starting to create, but creating with discernment. We just don't want to throw it any, oh, I'm so joyful, and we just throw the energy everywhere. We need to know what we're creating and focus on it, because when we focus on it, you know, we could throw it all out there, but then it's just, you know, catch as catch can, and whatever the prevailing wind is, that's the way things go, right? But when we stand up and we focus the mind and we create specifics, and this fourth house here is talking about doing this at that local specific level. That local level where we can really see what's going on, and we can put our hand to it, and we can create change. We've done it locally. My one friend, son was elected to city council in Kent yesterday. And this young man, first of all, his mother is quite something, incredible photographer, a journalist, freelance journalist that has been published in many major newspapers. And he has a degree in like conflict resolution or just global politics or something. He spent time just really walking the talk, and he is now has run for city council, and I expect to see him moving up through, you know. And then the bigger local is our county, the bigger local is our state, the bigger local is the country, the bigger local is the planet. Okay, collect up that love, connect to that love, decide where you're sending it. There it goes. Okay. Yes, it's the keyboard. All right, number 4. Ooh, star. Okay. I haven't been kissing them tonight. Haven't been giving kisses tonight. Okay. I also want to say I need to go back and look. I haven't seen if Marianne from Revealing Light has posted anything today, but she has been so on it. Look at those beautiful stars. I've been doing a lot of beading, and I'm making lots of snowflakes right now. All right, let's see what we have here. The Five of Cups, loss. Two of Swords, decisions, discernment, denial, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, let me get the last two. All right, whoa, there they are. All right, we're going to turn this one like that. That's the way it came up. Okay. Five of Cups talks about loss, feeling that loss, feeling the drain, the strain and the drain. So one thing on a very, very practical level is, are you getting enough water? Do you drink water? I have to keep electrolytes in my water or my kidneys just flushes it through my system and I stay dehydrated. So I invite you to get yourself some, liquid IV or some electrolyte drops and put it in your water and hydrate. Drink. Help your body be juicy. But we're talking about loss and the drain, and that loss can drain the body as well. Then we've got the Two of Swords here. No blindfold on this card, but you see the duality. It's that either or. I'm going to choose this or choose this. But it's also that tendency to not want to make the choice. But with this, I mean, they're both looking very internal. This really is talking here about going deep internally to make that choice. That's the consistent message so far tonight. And here's the Ten of Pentacles. We had the Ace, now we have the 10. We can bring things to manifestation and fruition. And here's the Wheel of Fortune on the other side. This too shall pass. Oh, and then we have the Four of Cups reversed. All right, hold on. And the Two of Wands. Look at the twos here. So, Two of Swords, and with the Two of Wands underneath, the Two of Swords can talk about maybe spending a little bit too much time in discernment and ruminating on things, internalizing, thinking, rather than deciding. And the Two of Wands here says, and then we have to make the plan. And I have to get grumpy for a hot second because they have the Wheel of the Zodiac with Aries at the top going clockwise. Anyway, done. But this is the dynamic. This is when we put will behind it. The mind is just the mind, the thoughts, inspiration, ideas, yes, but nothing happens until we back it up with action, until we put will behind it. Which is why I always just magically, air is wands to me, and fire is swords. First of all, swords are forged in fire, but the sword to me represents that cut of I decide this, and that divides things into what is chosen and what's not chosen. And the sword, fire and will says this is the action I take. We can think about killing somebody all we want, but nothing happens unless somebody takes action. So action is the thing that can really become harmful, right? So we have to come out of the rumination and the thinking and overthinking and move into action here. But okay, it needs to be practical. I want to turn this over. It really still is about loss. And I mean, when you turn it over, I just see those cups pouring out. Because here, again, very internal. But we've got to address the drain. There's no doubt about that. The Wheel of Fortune does say things are changing, but you know what? It also shows the hand of fate, that it's come up twice here, shows that there are some things that have to play out, and no matter what we do to try to stop them, we're not going to be able to. The wheels are turning. When you set a karmic wheel in motion, it has to turn the full way. If you stop it, it's going to set another wheel in motion. So the karmic wheels are turning. There is a lot of loss, but Two of Wands says make a plan. Let's come from, going back to the resources we have, and of course taking care of our poor tender little hearts, but going with the resources we have. How can I most fully use the resources I have in order to launch a plan? They're telling me to take another one, and it's the Tower. Oh my God. Okay, so what's the plan about? What kind of plan? The plan of what I do when the shit's hitting the fan. The plan of what I do if, certain systems fail. I'm sorry, I have to keep looking at my candle here to make sure it's not going to burn out the bottom. No, we're good. We're good. I guess I'm going to leave it like that. Pray for me. Anyway, so yeah, the Tower just says there's more to break down. We're going through this season. Here's Pluto. Rumble, rumble. Coming back into Aquarius again, in February? So let's make a plan of how we're going to care for ourselves when this next round comes. Next round of backlashing and stuff comes. Okay. Let's see. Mwah, for the deck. You must drink more solarized water. Yes, okay. Not in plastic. That's right, Tana. Plastic is forever. Trying to get rid of some. James says, lyrics to a song that I love and that speaks to me on many levels. Following the will and wind, it may just go where no one's been. I'll ride the spiral to the end. It may just go where no one's been. Ew! Where's that from? I would like to know whose song that is. Seems to go with some of what we're hearing tonight. Yeah, it certainly does. It certainly does. And, my cards are nothing if not consistent most of the time. Number 1, yay! Our tiny, tiny die has gotten with the program. Sacred Rebels. So we have that, and we have... Wait a minute, what? We've done that, we've done that. We have 2 decks left? Wow. Okay, that's okay. Tool, okay. I am going to be checking that out. I guess we're doing this. Inner trust. Look what's in the middle there. Inner trust. We've been talking about faith, fate, religion, going deep, going inside, discernment, checking in with yourself, your conscience, your all that stuff, inner trust. And this says going beyond normal. All right, they're telling me to keep shuffling. Inspiration. All right. So what happens when we stop chewing on stress and current events and all of our fears like a dog with an old sock? Our brain becomes open and free to be inspired. We create space for inspiration to come in, for the cool breeze to blow through, It's great to do a meditation of opening up the windows in your mind and letting fresh air blow through, And going beyond normal. I wish we didn't have the word normal. Especially where people are concerned. Now, there's kind of the way of things. For instance, like with plants growing or something, normal would mean that the plant is conforming to its nature. It has a way that is its nature to grow. And when it goes something beyond that or outside of that could mean something's wrong. I'm sorry. But normal comes out of that patriarchal system of in or out, good or bad. Normal, abnormal. Such a subtext. Normal is right. Abnormal is wrong. So, divergent. I love the term neurodivergence. Because I'm one, but we need to go, not just go beyond normal in that we need to be weird. Yes, we do need to be our own really weird selves. but we need to go beyond even the concept of normal. Normal just means the majority, what people expect, and it boxes us in. You know, it doesn't allow for evolution and growth and mutation, because there's a lot of mutation that's good. That's how we grow. Mutation is how species adapt over time. So we need to get rid of any concept of normal so that we can free ourselves of that particular cage. Allow ourselves trusting who we are, trusting the voice that is coming through us from that divine that's in us, from that the eternal that we carry, that eternal part of ourself that can never be destroyed or created, and free ourselves of these this concept of normal. Trust where we are and what we're doing, and let go so we can allow the inspiration in. Diving for light. Okay, so going in order to look at the seahorses. I'm thinking about that Cosmovisions deck, where it shows diving under in the cups suit, or the whatever it is, lotuses, I think. Yes, diving down in, this is like the moon card, that into that deep subconscious level in order to get that aha, what's the light we're looking for? That click, the download, the realization, the thing that grows you, the thing that expands your mind. That time when you go, oh, I never thought about it like that before, you know, and the lights come on. Every journey starts with a single step. So, you know, we're not trying to change everything all in one fell swoop. We know that. So this is about each day looking at what is placed in front of you, that you can have a positive effect on. Because if we're looking at our collective journey to, you know, a higher evolution, a higher vibration of humanity, a time of peace and equity and compassion, and you know, everyone having enough, because there's enough for everyone. It's a step at a time. And again, you start on close to home, internal. What is put in front of me today in a practical way, in a material way, that I can have an effect on and bring benefit to. Oh, and then look, heaven sent. All right, hold on a second. I'm catching up with notes. Placing a clear quartz crystal in water is another idea. Absolutely. What is our normal brain pattern? Okay. The song's called Lateralis on the album Lateralis. There's a lot of esoteric meaning behind many of their songs, especially. Okay, sweet. I've never, you know, gotten into Tool at all, but I do like the hard stuff. So I'm glad I have a place to start that is recommended by a friend. Thank you, James. Okay, so I'm aware here of dark, and look at the light coming in. As we go deeper, as we discern, as we whittle things down, and going beyond normal, the normal way, yes, Tavia, the normal patterns of our thinking, the normal, our installed programming, back to the perceptions again. We have programs that are installed, and you know, life teaches us. We have experiences with things and we form an opinion about it, and then that opinion becomes our perception. And when we come into the same, you know, experience again, we automatically go, oh, this is what this is, because we have kind of installed in our little history, here's what this means to me. But going beyond that so that we can let something new in and be inspired. But look at this here, the inner trust and heaven sent. Look at the serenity in these faces. Look at the light coming out of here. So I words are like fading away. Take a moment now, this image in mind. Let's see if it can focus. That's good. And imagine that light around your head. Imagine that light welling up from inside you, and just this beautiful crown of light, of spirit shining forth inside you. You're inviting here spirit to glow brighter, to shine brighter inside of you, to be more perceptible to you. And the brighter spirit shines, the more it pushes out some of these old patterns of thinking, old mental habits. Okay. I don't know that I have anything more to say about it. How about you? How about you guys? I like the quartz crystal in water. The click, the downloaded data from above for the CPU. Yes, exactly. The click, that cosmic click. I love it. Pas de problème. Oh. You know, I'm glad. I mean, the readings tonight have certainly shown that we can let go a bit of the heaviness, even though at the beginning we had that 10 of Swords there. We've had, you know, the Wheel of Fortune just to remind us that things are changing, and remind us just how much we have to do with that change. I love the weight. I don't know how to describe it to you. But it takes me way back, because this was one of my first decks. Okay, that contrast. In fact, the veil of the card above prevents it from... Oh, wow, Tana. Hold up here. Look. Thank you for that. Look, the veil. So inner trust. We go in, we tap in, we become so comfortable with that inner light. And this can also talk about, you know, sometimes we do need to veil that light and keep it to ourselves. But when we are in our safe place, when we are in a place where it's needed, we can kind of go beyond normal and let that light come blasting out. Let's do Voyager. I'm going to keep these over here because I want to remember them when we close out. Okay. And the best for the end of the night. Yeah. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Let's start here. Hermit. Tower. Success, Ace of Worlds. So there's we've got, well, we haven't had Hermit yet, but we've had the Tower twice. Did we get the Tower twice? No. Did we? I don't know. And then we've gotten the Ace of Pentacles twice. So things rocking and rolling. Here's our hermity ways. You know, such emphasis on the internal tonight, very much emphasis on the internal. And then Ace of Worlds, we start again. Let's get them all out here so we can look. Nine of Cups, fulfillment. Trust, Six of Wands. Two of Wands, purity. So Two of Wands again down here. Wow. Okay. I mean, look at the end result here, starting up here with the Tower. I think with that first deck, didn't we get the Tower at as an extra? Yes, we did. House of God. No, we didn't. Oh, you guys. No, we didn't, but it's right there at the top of the deck. But the Star deck, we got the Tower. So we're starting with this, you know, what exactly we're living through, the breakdown of old calcified institutions that are built on power over and that generate harm. They generate harm. And the Hermit does say there's wisdom to be seen here. This is the guiding light. There's that light again. Ace of Worlds says, as this falls, new things begin. We've talked about this every week for so long, thinking about the new sprouts coming up. But look what we come into. Nine of Cups and victory, the wish card and victory. Okay, I'm going to look at images here. I love the roundness of the worlds. And look at these beautiful, the flowers, the shell, the wine glasses, celebration, delighting in the things that make us feel happy, you know. They're so juicy. And this card, the Two of Wands here, again, purity, but we also want to talk about planning. Look at the lights. All right, let me see what we have here. There's always something new to see in this deck. I see a snowy egret. I see a snake that can shed its skin. I see a window that's opening. I see clouds. Look at the beam coming down from the sun. Jesus rays. Tam and I saw some Jesus rays yesterday. We were coming home. It's like, oh, look at those. They were very narrow and very clear. That light breaking through and coming down. I see branches with snow. I see a lotus, clouds. More cloud. Is that clouds? I can't tell. And this, like footprints, I'm not sure what this is. Very interesting image. But discernment, again, the two, either or, but also talking about a plan. And this is why with air, I say, you know, that air purifies. We talk about taking our thoughts to a place where we are really just not getting lost in the old, icky, heavy stuff. I'm going to take some more here. Let's see here. Wands over and over. Tower was the last card before. Yes, it was. Now we have the Star. And then we have the Learner. Look at this. Okay. So, Six of Wands, trust. This is the, you know, the victory card in other decks, but let's take this in its own context. This talks about, look at the dog and someone petting. There's so many hands in this image, and there's a baby. And look at the skydivers taking a leap, being able to trust. And what do we place our trust in? We place our trust in these patterns, the way the system works, the fact that we can be clear in our thoughts and what we are projecting out, the fact that spirit is there, is a fact, is the truth. Nobody's God, particular God or set of gods or whatever. Spirit is spirit is spirit, formless, nameless, eternal, present, personal. And so the Star brings us into hope. And Child of Crystals. So, you know, the patterns that we go through, becoming old and cynical about stuff. And then when we allow ourselves to trust and we clear out the old stuff that's weighing us down, then we can go back into that child mind that Buddhism talks about and being, look at him. Look at that. Being a child of wonder. This can be another way that you can give yourself a bit of a break when you're, you know, inundated with things and you have no option to like turn away and not think about it. You can just sort of look at it. Okay, what, you know, look at it with a child's mind. What can I see here that isn't based on all my old assumptions? How can I change my perception? That perception mirror here. How is the outer reflecting the inner? And when I clean out the inner, go deep and clean out, then what projects out can be something fresh and clean. And then we have Preserver, the woman of worlds here. So look at her. I mean, what a wonderful card for the end here. The woman of worlds. Look at this wonderful pregnant belly. Women bearing children because they choose to, because they want to. That no woman in Ohio is going to have to be at death's fucking door, literally, actively dying before a doctor can step in. That was Texas I was talking about, by the way. But Ohio was heading there too, where you cannot step in to save the life of a woman, a person, not the mother, a woman, a person. Whew. So, yes, may we preserve the sacredness of motherhood. And what makes it sacred is that we can choose, that we're not slaves to it. There is hope. We can get back to the, the simpler. Simplicity, joy. Yes. Okay. Tower. Yep. The flood, Noah and the flood. Is that what you're saying about this tower card? It's hard for me to see the images because I have so much glare, and boy, do I not have this deck memorized. All right. Jacob's ladder is what my mom calls those days. She said people climb them to heaven when they die. Rays. Oh, the rays of light. Okay. I was thinking those days. What day? Oh, the Jesus rays. Jesus rays. There they are. Okay. Six of Wands touching the tower in its base. Success comes after we accept the chaos we need to experience to grow. Excellent, Marcy. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. Before creation comes destruction. That's right. Part of creation is destruction. The growth of the root is the destruction of the seed. And, when the plant grows, the seed is destroyed in order to grow. The flower is the destruction of the bud. The seed is the destruction of the flower. So, yeah, it's not like, oh, the other side of the big wheel. No, like this. They're like one and the same. James says, so this reading very powerful and personal to me right now. Oh, I'm glad it's landing, bud. Jibes with every card reading with several different decks I've done here at home. Wow. Love that powerful image and what I just had to say at the end there. Oh, I'm so glad to be of service, because that's what my life is about, is service to, to the big it. Whatever we want to call it. Okay. Wow, it's only been an hour and a half? What the hell, you guys? It's like a time warp, but that's okay, because I think when we're done, right? We could do one thing. I was thinking about this earlier, but then I closed the document. I was thinking we could do like a wild card thing and let the dice pick a deck. I mean, what the hell? It's only been an hour and a half. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, I got to get the right dice first. We get the 4-1. Yes, Voyager never fails. I agree. It's fabulous. It is a very personal deck. I've never used it to read for other people, really. I use it for myself. All right, let me get my Excel spreadsheet open here. All right. Now, are we doing 1, 2, or 3 numbers? We're going to pick a deck, 1, 2, or 3 numbers. 2. All right, so the first one will be the tens, 50, 54. I look it up in fear and trepidation. The Chicoli Oracle. Ooh, okay. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. All righty. One more. Ah. Give her a little shuffle and see where we go. Oh, wait a minute. I disappeared, you guys. Let me bigger you again. Structured with a pause. Yes, excellent, James. Last week, I think I was talking about that pause between the out-breath and the in-breath, the gap, you know? Time did go by. I know. I can't believe it. Okay. Anarchy. That's right. All right, I'm going to stop shuffling. The number 1 card. 9, number 16. Okay, these are going to be looker-uppers. I do not use this oracle deck, ever. Okay, look at the sweetness and the innocence, though. And here, the sweetness and the playfulness. And here, look at her riding a rabbit. Woohoo! Taking off. And we have the queen on her throne, the chessboard. Ooh, interesting. Like another 2 of wands, huh? Okay. Number 1. Oh, that's right. This is an LS deck. Ooh, this one is denial. The world can be a mean, scary place. Sometimes you need to just shut out all the ugliness and only give your attention to pleasant, pretty things we've been talking about. But you've taken it too far. Don't cover your ears and deny reality. This is the 2 of Swords. When you're in denial about your problems and hope they go away on their own, and hope they go away on their own, you may put yourself in danger. Even a small difficulty can easily become a real mess if you refuse to deal with it. The light part is things are not nearly as bad as you feared. Don't exaggerate. The dark is pain and fear are helpful tools that alert you when something is wrong. Don't ignore them. Okay. The next. Happy place. Your happy place might be a physical place, or it might simply be a happy state of mind. There's that 4th house there. It might include your loved ones, your favorite pastimes, your dear animal friends. What are the elements that come together to fill your heart with happiness? This card is a sign that it's time to visit that happy place. There's the 10 of Pentacles. You know, it's like, what exactly is your happy place? What are the things in it? What makes it happy for you? This card is a sign that it's time to visit that happy place. You need to cast off your worries for a while and trust that the universe is taking care of you. You can safely relax and replenish your emotional well-being. Consistency. Light. Everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to be, so feel free to rest and play. Dark. Everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to be, so you might as well rest and play. Fascinating. Okay, 16 is expedition. Adventure awaits. Put your everyday life in the rearview mirror. There's the Sag. and head out to uncharted territory. Whatever box you've stuffed yourself into, that's the break beyond normal. It's time to break out. New trends and new experiences will refresh your perspective on life. You'll find inspiration when you strike out in new directions. If you've been stifling your need for freedom for a long time, you could feel a bit giddy at the prospect of doing exactly what you want. Light is bring back gifts, both tangible and intangible, for your loved ones. It's at Ten of Pentacles again. And dark, don't give in to impulsiveness and irresponsibility. Don't skip out on your obligations. Okay. Then we have number 3 here. Passivity. See, this is one of the reasons I don't use this oracle, is because I would never look at this and say passivity. I see the chessboard and stuff, but you know, no matter, it's a good deck. It's okay to let others fight your battles for you now and then. You can't be the best at everything, after all. But don't surrender your free will to someone else in exchange for security. Letting someone else handle all your problems gives away your power. There will come a time when you struggle against the bonds of passive observation and long for more independence. Perhaps the time has already arrived. So, these two, taking responsibility or letting somebody else handle it. You aren't helpless in the situation, however tempting it may be to pretend so. That's the light. The dark is there's a fight going on somewhere that will have repercussions for you. Ooh. So it really is calling out any, of our victimhood, rather than going into that. And, when we are being passive, we are prone to victimhood. There's nothing I can do about it. Life is just happening to me. So this was a reminder, and back to that Mars and Sagittarius, to get active in some way. Even if it's getting active with resting, getting active with something that's going to lighten your mind and your mood. All right, 24, strategy. Yes, this looks bad, but don't panic. Keep your wits about you and calmly assess the situation. What skills do you have that can be helpful here? Cleverness, stealth, speed. What tools or weapons are at your disposal? Distraction, negotiation, the element of surprise. Carefully strategize the best way to proceed. Once you've escaped this predicament, look back at how it developed and plan ahead for next time. Well, what I'm seeing here is that, okay, again, we've had a couple times come up tonight about sort of getting lost in your thoughts and your mind, and that can put us into a passive place. But it's also that discernment card, talking about really looking at the situation critically with the frame of what is it, what tools can I bring? How can I affect this situation? Again, we have that. And then down here, consanguinity. Some people feel like family, whether they share our blood or not. Friends can be even closer than kin because you're drawn together by common interests and values. Amen. Who are those people in your life? Are you giving them enough time and attention? Reach out to your soul sister or brother. Hi, Darce. Trust them with your innermost hopes and fears. You've been keeping things bottled up inside you for too long. You are not alone. Light, make close affinity alliances in every realm of your life. Dark, don't let closeness turn into codependence. Okay. So through all of this stuff, denial and passivity and struggling with things and our need for adventure, but then, we need to strategize our way forward. We need to find our joy and our happy place and find it with others. And the drums agree. So, Hi, Chaley. Welcome. Well, you came in at the dead end, honey. Are you one that trances with drums? I understand. I do too. But it does help me to, to tune in. The atmosphere of the deck reminds me of Alice. Yes, it's very Alice in Wonderland. Absolutely. I have, do I have the Chicoli Tarot? I don't know if I do. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let me open my Excel spreadsheet again. Chicoli Oracle. No, I haven't gotten the Chicoli Tarot. I would like to, though. All right, come back. So let's now close out our circle, huh? So I would like, hi, Radha, 7:30 in the morning in India. Well, Radha, if you came in at the end and didn't start at the beginning, we're about to close down now. But anybody can watch it from the very beginning anytime they want. So let me clear some things away here. Okay. So settle back again, settle back into your body, feel gravity take over, relax, open the windows in your mind and let any excess thoughts just float away. Whatever you need from these readings, from our time together, just know that it is soaking into your mind, your body mind, like drops of rain into thirsty soil. Just let all those messages soak in and find their place in your perception. I'm going to take myself out of the picture here for a bit. All right, now be in your body, feel it. And once again, tap into the energy that is moving through these conjoined circles that we have made with each other. Know that your circle, your personal layer of the sphere, filters out anything that is not beneficial to you. But it also lets in the things that are beneficial to you. So imagine everybody else's sphere, the layer that they pushed out that hooks in with ours, and just see the energy flowing and being shared through this network, this web of conjoined spheres. And just let that energy that's coming in feed you, feel it flowing through you and out again. Know that it's feeding and nourishing others. And just focus on that in the center of your chest at your heart, this beautiful seed of pulsing light. And immediately you have one show up at your third eye as well, too. Just being very personal and internal right now. Feel that light pulsing, being fed by the energy that's being shared with you. And feeling it go out from you and being shared around. Imagine everyone else's lights coming on. And now for a moment, think about how you keep your light veiled at times, certainly for self-protection, certainly so that you can be perceived as not normal rather than not normal. And look at that veil as something that just dims your light. Sometimes it's necessary, but then let's look at that veil of normal that dims our light in an unnecessary way and in a potentially harmful way. But imagine that veil now as a protective thing. As long as you're under the veil, you can be under here, letting your light grow, grow, and grow. And as it's protected under the veil, it brings benefit to you first. It opens your heart, expands your compassion, your ability to feel others' love and compassion towards you. And at your third eye, so that you can perceive clearly with the mind of a child, in wonder and non-judgment. And then we also see a light come on right at the solar plexus there, which is the will. You feel engaged with the will. I will shine my light. And you feel all of these lights growing, growing, growing. And they're getting brighter. They're fed by the earth energy that's still flowing up. And they're fed by the cosmic energy coming in from the crown. And you feel your energy, these lights getting brighter and brighter and brighter. Your sense of trust is growing. Your sense of just the neutral rightness of this light of love. And so you get to the point now where it feels so bright that you can throw off that veil. You throw the veil back and you feel the light coming out of your third eye, your heart, your solar plexus. And it is so very bright, clear, and pure, shining out in every direction. 360 degrees around in a perfect sphere, you feel that light shining out. And you can feel the increased light from everyone else's sphere boost your own. Into this light, we pour our gratitude for the decisions that are being made by people as a group. Decisions saying yes to autonomy, yes to empowerment, yes to decision and choice and joy, yes to love in whatever form it comes, yes to our individuality, yes to our uniqueness, yes to spirit. As you breathe in, you feel that light shining throughout your entire body, inside and out. Relax into it. Exhale all the way out, breathe in. And as you exhale, let it flash out into the universe, covering the entire earth and flowing out into space in an instant at the speed of light. And you see your own light now toned down to just the personal level, your own personal brightness wherever you are right now. Completely comfortable. And now let's send out gratitude to our guides and guardians, allies and ancestors, gods and goddesses. Thank you for joining us together. Thank you for Thank you for the light. Thank you for looking out of my eyes. I see the world with the eyes of spirit, and I am grateful and I am powerful. And now we send our gratitude and any excess energy down into the earth for her blessing. Feel it flow down into the earth, knowing that you keep everything that you need, but all excess goes away. That's so that you can be at peace, you can be relaxed, you can be embodied, and you can sleep well tonight. And all you have to do as you go throughout your day is remember this light and feel it flash on whatever situation you're in. Light that can cut through dimness, that can cut through confusion, that can cut through old perceptions and bring in the clarity. No longer looking through glass, looking through an open window. And now, let's just allow the outer layers that we pushed out to kind of fade away. We pushed them out into the universe. Any remnants of those can just now dissolve and fade away, left with just your own personal sphere. And again, gratitude going up into the cosmos, down into the earth. And you know this boundary is always around you, whether you're aware of it or not. All you have to do is think of it to make it be there in its full strength. But for now, when you're in your personal space and your happy space, you can just let it go to its natural level. Coming down into comfort and relaxation. And many, many, many blessings Blessings to you all. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for being here. It was an inspiring night tonight. This to me is the fact that I haven't done a prayer circle in a while, and I need it. So, maybe we'll be morphing into part prayer circle too. If the readings keep going that quick, and I love it, when the messages come through and they're quick and clear, and I'm not like wrestling with them or lecturing all the time. That's a good thing to me. So again, thank you for being here. Please hit the like button on your way out, and share. If you know somebody that might get something from this, please share with them. Let's spread the love, eh? And if there's any way that you would like to show your appreciation, there are links down below where you can send me a couple dollars, or you can join my Patreon for $3 a month. It's just add a girl Luna. I haven't even put up a, hey, let's pick a deck this month for Patreon, because I just haven't. But I bought a couple decks yesterday, so you've bought me a deck, and I thank you, all my patrons. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Wait, I got to back up and look at messages. Let me catch up here. Positive daily for this energy in the reading. Luna, focus on what you can control. Yes, let go of what you can't. Absolutely. The universe destroyed, and be happy. I hope wonderful things are about to happen. They are, really, and that is a great encapsulation. We need to take care of ourselves. We can let go of the peak of stress that we've been in. Self-care means, there's more of us to do what we can do. Thank you, Marcy. Thank you, Radha. Yes, thank you, everyone in the chat. You're amazing. Thank you, Darcy. Yes, hit the like button. I love you, baby. Such a good night. Needed the message. I'm glad, Tavia. I hope you all got something personal. And yes, the group, you guys are just so good. So, so good. You are so welcome, Willow Owl. Thank you for being here. Thank you from the top to the bottom of the deck. I love that. I love that expression. And yes, Radha, have a beautiful morning and a beautiful day. And you're welcome, James. Blessings upon everybody here. Darcy's going to eat her cheese sticks. I need to eat something too. I didn't have much dinner. Samantha, darling, when did you get here, baby? I did not see you. Have you been just like lurking? Oh, honey, I'm so glad you made it. I fell asleep. I knew you would. Yes. Well, the meditation was really good tonight. I think we all needed it, beginning and end. Thank you to Stephanie. All right, you guys. Thank you, Laura, Tana, Beck, Marcy, Roxanne, James. Well, all of you. I love you so much. Blessings to you. I will see you next time. Blessed be.